I grew up in a small town of St. Charles. The question is, how little was it? How little was it? All right, it was so small that we had one light and it only blinked. All right, small town. Can anybody relate to that? I lived a block and a half from the property where the elementary, the middle, and the high school buildings were all located. It was awesome. I could go down there and play with anything at any point in time. We'd sneak onto the football field when we were little kids. We would go on the track. We would go to everything you could imagine because it was just down the road. It was our playground. Now, the interesting thing, when we got older, they would lock the gym. I don't know why it was. I think maybe we did some things in there or something. I don't know. They locked the gym. So when that happened, we would go to the elementary school to play basketball. Why would we go to the elementary school to play basketball? They had 8-foot rim. 8-foot room. All right, listen, even though I had a hoop at my house, what I wanted to feel, and some of you will recognize these names, Dr. J or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or Magic Johnson, we went to the playground to play some pretty intense games of hoop on an 8-foot rim. In fact, here were the rules: no blood, no foul. It was an awesome game. 8-foot rim, who cares whether you get fouled or not, okay? Now listen, it was a blast, and in our minds, we felt like we were slamming the ball like Michael Jordan. Or here's another one from the past, Clyde the Glide Drexler. Anybody remember that? All right, Phi Slamma Jamma. Yeah, we were them people. Man, we were just slamming it. It was awesome. All right. However, here's what I found out. We were doing this. We only had lowered the standards to make it fit our truth. You know what else we discovered? The more we shot at an 8-foot rim, the worse we became at making shots on a real basketball court at a 10-foot hoop. Our momentary feelings of bravado and ecstasy fooled our minds into thinking we were as good as the NBA players we were watching on TV. You see, this concept called wrongness is used by Satan all the time. And sadly, if left unchecked, it leads to more and more wrongness. See, the bar continues to be lowered, and in our confusion and lack of truth, we start to accept half-truths, outright lies, and the fallacy that we're going to be good enough. Listen, folks, Satan wants us to live out our lives on 8-foot hoops. However, God's hoop is at a solid 10 feet. The only way to get there, you got it, the righteousness found in a relationship with Jesus Christ.